Okay, so this week I've added a few new features. We have the sword character, we have him being able to swing now with the sword. So that was me adding an animation, blueprint animation to it, and setting the conditions by which you're allowed to swing the sword and transfer from one type of movement to another. I've also added a navigation mesh box of, yeah, which I'll tell you the exact name of in a minute. Basically, when the AI sees you in front of it, it has a cone of vision where it can detect you. And I've also transferred the other code related to the destruction and taking damage from the fireball to the sword, and also the pot of gold. I haven't done it for the mana object, but I've done it for the health object, also transferring that over. Okay, so let's take a quick look at how some of this is done. The loot, pretty much I just had to change the character's name reference. I also had to get another reference to the active begin overlap because I couldn't just make another branch and connect the sword character because Unreal Engine doesn't allow that to work properly. So I had to move a box collision over, and then from the box collision I had to create an event begin overlap box aspect to that box, and then I could transfer the stuff over. So that's the loot pickup. The health pickup is pretty much the same kind of thing, changing the references. The AI character, I basically added a pawn sensing from here, components, and I adjusted the radius of this green funnel cone to the radius that I wanted him to be able to detect movement and react to it. Yeah. So I have some code related to this kind of stuff. I think that's the movement of the AI. Let's see. Okay, here's the sensing movement. So pawn sensing, relates to this. Cast the character, which is the AI, and yeah, it's basically allowing him to sense. So let's see what else we got going on. So this box here, it's called a navigation mesh bounding volume, which is gotten from this area here, search bar. Also, for the swords character, I had to make a state machine, and the state machine I had to tell it when it could go from the idle movement to the sword movement to the idle back and forth, what conditions it had to meet, and basically sword slash, the sword slashes, and then it has to meet certain requirements, which is just playing the sword slash, and then it can transfer after that. So there was a little code added into the sword and the character and stuff like that. Okay, so here it's pretty simple. I just connected the animation to the output animation pose in the state machine. Anyway, so that's pretty much the majority of what I did this week. There's some subtle code here and there that was added to make sure everything worked correctly, but this is an update. It's not a full-blown tutorial of everything that was done step by step. Anyway, next week I believe I'll be getting more into the AI and getting the AI to react to your character and affect your character a lot more.